Goats are useful farm animals because they produce milk, meat, fabric fiber, and fertilizer. They also help with land clearing, and their dry dung can be a source of fuel. Pygmy goats are small enough that they can live in a doghouse. Male goats are called bucks or billies and females are called does or nannies. 9. As part of their annual efforts to stop wildfires, the state of California hires companies that offer goat grazing services to herd hundreds of goats through mountainous areas so that the goats consume the weeds and bushes that would otherwise become dry fuel in the summer. One advantage of raising a miniature goat is that they don't require very much space due to their smaller size, but they still produce up to 3 quarts of milk a day. Goat hair is used to produce mohair, cashmere, and kashkara fibers. Although domestic goats are tamed animals, goats don't usually thrive as mere pets. Goats are so well known for liking to drink coffee that an Ethiopian legend credits a herd of goats with the discovery of the coffee plant. Awether is a castrated male goat. Due to their surprising ability to shepherd larger animals like horses and cattle, miniature goats are often used as herd companions. There are over 200 different breeds of domestic goats. Goats are herd animals, meaning they prefer to live in groups with other goats. Goat kids. Like all kids, they love to run and play. Goats that don't have a herd of their own are sometimes found living in herds of other hoofed animals, such as horses or cows. In some cultures, both past and present, goat hides were used to make bags, writing parchment, and drums. All female goats can produce milk for their offspring, but only some make enough to be milked as dairy goats. Half of all goat meat consumed in the United States is imported, much of it from Australia. Goat meat usually comes from goats under 1 year old, as the meat from older goats is too tough. Contrary to popular depictions, goats do not eat tin cans. This myth probably came about because goats will eat the paper covering on tin cans. Male goats purposely urinate all over their faces, front legs, and beards, in order to attract a mate. Although goats will eat weeds, they will not eat the grass that grows on a typical lawn. Goats love to eat the leaves, branches, and bark of trees, particularly ones high in vitamin C. The world's first livestock registry was created in Switzerland in the 1600s, for goats. Elizabethan explorer Captain James Hook dropped goats off on the coasts of South Pacific Islands for the purpose of having them there for food in case of shipwreck. There are roughly 1 billion goats in the world. Mountain goats climbing. Mountain goats are among the best mountaineers in the world. China produces more goat milk than any other nation. The Tennessee fainting goat is a breed that carries a disorder that causes its muscles to remain rigidly locked after being frightened, forcing the goat to fall over until the muscles relax. The bleats of some goats sound like human screams. After a woman in Oregon invented goat yoga classes, which take place on her farm in the company of goats, it became so popular she had over 1,200 students sign up. Goats are popular choices for raising livestock in undeveloped countries because their bodies are very efficient at converting the plants they eat into protein-rich meat. Male goats often smell bad, leaving an unpleasant odor on their handlers. Washing with goat milk can help fight the smell. Goats have 4 stomachs, just like cows do. La Mancha goats have very stubby ears, making them able to dominate herds of other breeds. Goats establish pecking order by nipping at each other's ears. Goats have horizontal pupils, which allow them to keep both their pursuing predators and their escape routes in their field of vision at all times. When they were first introduced to New Zealand in the 1990s, a single boar meat goat sold for as much as $70,000. Goat's milk is sometimes used in soap making because its fats moisturize human skin.